morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full-Time Sports Network. Welcome to the match preview of Porto versus Arsenal, which is happening tomorrow night, despite what I said at the weekend. I had it in my diary as tonight. So, yeah. Let's just say I'm going to sack the person that does my diary. Big up to Tim. Big up to Temi, who's trying to make me cry already, saying Cedric has to start. He has to start his car, I suppose. That's about all I think he needs to start. Big up to you, Temi. This is going to be a quick show because it's just me, which is unusual for previews. But I have to try and fit it in the best I possibly can. So, yeah, midweek games are a bit of a pain when it comes to previews. But I always bring you them. I'll always bring you a reaction as well. That will never stop here on the Armory at all. Nothing will ever stop us. So, basically, we're playing Porto on Wednesday night. First leg of the knockout stage. I think with our current form, we're obviously probably feeling a bit confident. But if you look into previous meetings, we've actually never beaten Porto in Porto. We've actually lost twice, drawn once. The last time we played them was 2010, so it was 14 years ago. Weirdly, it was like the 17th of February. But this is why I don't do the slides on this, because at the end of the day, it's a cup competition. So it doesn't really matter what's happened before. But what I'm saying is basically us going to Porto is never an easy task. So be prepared. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, we're going to be rubbish or anything like that. It's just be prepared because we've never actually beaten them in Porto. We've always beaten them at home. We've never drawn. We've played them 3 times at home. We've always beaten them. When it comes to going to Porto, we have only scored once in 3 visits to Porto. So, yeah, the last time we played them in Porto, we lost 2-1. Previous to before that, we lost 2-0. And then previous to that, we lost we drew 0-0. So, yeah, I'm not saying be prepared, but it's just like it could happen. It could happen that you know, a shock with what our current form is. It would be a shock to not defeat them. But Porto are Porto. Porto is still a very big club, a very good club as well. They've got some very good players. I actually struggled with the 5 to watch, not because of they haven't got any good players. It's more of a case of, okay, I need to get this person in. I need to get this person in. So, yeah, I'm expecting a tricky one on Wednesday. But if we go there and we get a draw, then that's a great result because we then come home and then we can beat them at home. So I'm not that bothered if we were to draw in Porto. I wouldn't be that bothered if we lost 1-0 either, to be honest, because I think we can turn that around at home. So I'm not too worried, if I'm honest. Morning, Bobby. Just want to say, get well soon. The legend Kevin Campbell. Oh, is he not? Is he not well? I haven't heard anything about Casey, if I'm honest. Yeah. So if he is unwell, please do get well, Mr. Kevin Campbell. Cedric has to start looking for a new club or he'll be marking Mbappe in training next season. He will be out of contract in the summer, so he will be leaving. Yeah. If we were to give him another contract, I think I will cry. I'll be honest. If I have to speak about him saying he's signed a new deal, I will cry. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. And Goonie Greg also saying, yeah, get well soon. Big up to everyone that's in here already. I know this is an early stream. I know there was no prior notice. It's literally just been set up. Haven't posted it on Twitter or anything. So, yeah, it is what it is today. But I'm going to do my best. Right, so what we're going to talk about is Porto for a little bit. So these are my 5 to watch. And honestly, do watch them because they are very, very good players. Oh, so okay. So Ivan Nielsen, he is someone that Arsenal are looking at. So that tells you everything about exactly how good he actually is the fact that Arsenal are looking at this guy ourselves. So Ivan Nielsen, he is a striker. He's got 9 goals, 2 assists in their league at the moment. But yeah, he's a good player. Eustachio, very, very good midfielder. Underrated, in my opinion. People don't really talk about him. But I think they should, because he is actually very good hardworking as well. And he's got a very good eye for a very good pass. So, yeah, he's someone that you kind of have to just be a little bit careful of, because he can do a thread pass very, very easily indeed. Varela, hardworking midfielder once again. Could be a threat. So we need to keep an eye on him. Pepe, he's an interesting one, because there's not many people that could do this, where they're comfortable playing right back and comfortable playing on the left wing. But he can do both. He's more likely to be on the left wing if he was to play against us. Obviously, I don't know who's going to be playing. I have no idea. But if he was to be playing, he'll be up against Ben White. I don't think he'll be playing right back. I think it's Shao Mario or someone like that who plays a right back. So, yeah, Pepe is someone to watch out for. And the final one is Francisco Conceição. I don't know how you say it, to be fair. Conceição, I don't know. I struggle speaking the best of times, brain injuries and all that kind of stuff. It makes it very hard for me to speak. But I think it's Conceição. I like saying Conceição. It's much more entertaining way. But for people that probably recognises the surname, yes, that is his son. I think his name was Sergio. I think it was Sergio. But yeah, this is Francisco is his son. And he is just as talented, as you can see there. 15 appearances, 6 from the bench, 3 goals, 3 assists. He is going to be a bit of a handful. He does play on the right wing, so he'll be up against either Kivior or Tomiyasu. So again, someone else to watch out for. I personally think he's quality. Right, so let's talk about our season so far. Let's talk about us very quickly. So obviously we're in second, 117, drawn 4, lost 4, average goals scored 2.3 game, 0.9 goals conceded, 10 clean sheets, and now on 3 chances created per game. FC Porto, currently in third. They've won 15, drawn 3, lost 4, 1.7 goals per game, 0.7 average goals conceded, 9 clean sheets, 2.5 chances created. So, yeah, look, let's be honest, there's pretty much 3 top teams in Porto. There's a little bit of a handful that are just behind them, but top 3, we all know: Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, and FC Porto. They are the top 3 in Portugal. That is how it is. There is a few now grasping and getting a little bit better in Portugal, which is great to see for anyone that is a Portuguese football fan. But yeah, they're not having the greatest season, because obviously FC Porto pretty much kind of want to win it every league. But the problem is they're up against Lisbon, they're up against Benfica. Both of those teams are extremely good and extremely talented with what the players they've got. Injury lists. Now, obviously, I've not had any update, because I will be getting my update later. So this is the up-to-date version as of last night. So currently, Marcano, Zaidu, and Taremi is a doubt. For Arsenal, Timber, Zinchenko are out, but that could change. Partey, Fabio Vieira, Tomiyasu, and Jesus are doubts. So, yeah, that is the current situation with the injuries, but that could all change during the day. So I will warn you that that may not be accurate come later today with the press. He's intensive care but getting better. Oh, wow. I did not know. Has Taremi left now, anyone? Taremi is still at Porto. He picked up an injury at the weekend. So as far as I know, it's a hamstring injury, but I'm interested. I'm interested to see if he can get back in time. Currently, he's a doubt, because I think they're assessing him. They might be assessing him today. So yeah, it could that. To be fair, that list could change by today. Could change by later because obviously the press conferences haven't happened yet, and the injury lists haven't been updated either. So it could change later today. Obviously, I'm doing this the morning of the day before the game is even happening. So it's as update as I can give you. This is where we will see if Arteta can do it in Europe, as so far he has showed he can't. Group matches aren't knockout stages. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. This is where he needs to prove it now. Regarding Europe, I think league-wise, he's getting there. He's learning. He's improving, and he's improving. He's not a world-class manager by a long shot, but he's improving, and that's what we want to see. Now in Europe, he's also got to improve on the European performance, because the group stage, I'll be honest, 1 out of 6 good performances is not good enough. But the knockout stage it's like having a 2-legged cup game. So you have to be very careful. 1 of 5 sons, I was monitoring manager in case Arteta didn't work out before. Yeah. For me, the Portuguese manager of Ruben Amorim is the guy that I expect to do very well. And I know that Chris is also a fan. I can see that's in the chat now. It must be getting to the summer, as Newcastle and Brighton have put their top team on gardening leave. Yeah, well, there you go. Morning, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too, Chris. Is it tomorrow morning you're doing the practice? I think, isn't it? Morning to Silver One. And he's saying morning to everyone in the chat. Right, so I have managed to ask people some of their teams. We've only got 6 today, which says everything about how important this game is to a lot of people. So let's get into the teams, and I'll be marking them for once. Ha ha! So let's do this. Right, so we're going to start with the team chosen by Jonas, Kelly, Sam, Louise, Georgian, Luke H, and Michael. Now, they have gone with a curveball, if I'm honest. I wasn't expecting this, but I like it. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Now, I know this has got nothing to do with Havertz, or it's more to do with playing Smith Rowe. So I'm for it, because at some point we have to start playing some of these players, because otherwise they're going to be out in the cold for so long. When we do ask them to do anything, they are going to be unprepared, which then hurts our performance that way as well. So yeah, look, I'm going to have to give it. It's better than a 7. It's going to have to be given an 8, because I actually quite like that one. I like the fact they're giving Smith Rowe a chance. I think he could hurt people, and it'll be a good test for him as well. Right, so the next team chosen by Zaina, Ben, Tim, Albert, Mehmet, Mohammed, Satfik, and Gunza. They've gone for Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Again, I have 0 issue with this. 0 issue with playing the goalkeeper of Rambo. No issue with Jorginho coming in, because Rice can do a very good number 8 role. It's got to be an 8. Got to be an 8. There's no issues with these teams whatsoever so far. Ao, Claire, Richard, John, Jack, Perry, DWTT, and Canners have gone with this team. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Again, there is literally, and the reason people are going, why are you not giving it a 10? Because our squad's not there yet. Once our squad's there for a 10, I'll be giving it a 10. It's as simple as that. Will, Anthony, Barry, James H, Karen, Andrew, TJ, and Matt have gone with this one. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Jeez, it's all 8s today so far. All right, so that's a very good team once again. Now we're going to move on to this one. Stuart, Florence, Takahiro, Carlos, Jody, Matt H, The silver one and Brenny K have all gone for this one. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. I have zero issue playing with the team that we started against Burnley. They've, it's a good enough rest that none of them need to be dropped. I've got no issues with rotating either, but they, they're paid enough. I mean, do 2-day games a week. I've got no issues with it. So that's another 8. So wonder stuff. I think this is the last one. Mark, Juliet, Tristan, Liam, Patrick, Tom, Tolly, Lee, and Romain went with Raya, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. I don't have a problem with it to a degree. I just don't. If you're going to bring Tommy back, then put Tommy where Tommy should be. But Kivior's done a great job. It's hard though, isn't it? What's Ben White done? He's not done anything wrong. But then I suppose you suppose you're rotating. We have got Newcastle at the weekend, so. Jesus up front. It's going to have to be a 7. It's because I'm umming and ahhing about it too much. So that kind of tells me that I'm not that happy. So if I'm umming and ahhing, that's going to have to be a 7. I'm sorry. Right. And don't worry, the challenge will still be happening. Let's have a look. See. Amarin, brilliant man of management, 100% is brilliant. Morning PB, and to Auden check, my team is the same as Silver One. Mate, don't worry, it was in there. I never forget anyone's, I promise. Yeah, I'll be doing pre-season testing watch longs once a week. Yeah, I think it's really early, isn't it? Really early morning, that is. Tony's gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Rice, Odegaard, Trossard, Havertz. Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Got no issues with that. So, yeah, 8 for you, mate. Bang on, Mr. Fulbrook. My team is Tomiyasu, Kaliba. It always makes me smile. Rice, Havertz, Odegaard. Yeah, got no problems with it. It's that Jesus thing. I know it sounds really weird, but I don't really want to see Jesus in the team at the moment. I feel it's harsh to Trossard. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with my guns, Tammy, and give you a 7, mate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give you a 7. My challenge team won't vote that he's got -10. So yeah, I'll never forget. Why are we kicking off at 8 on Saturday? What a joke! Yeah, don't get me started. I've got 0 chance of doing a live match reaction on that one. Don't you give me an 8? It took me a while to get Brenny and G to give me a 9. Porto are normally the whipping boys for English teams, but we shall see. As I said, Chris, earlier, we've never actually beaten them in Porto. That's the weird thing. We've never beaten them. We've lost twice, drawn with them once. So it's interesting. I agree, Bobby. There is no way back for Jesus. Jesus can come back at Easter. Oh, dear. I like that. But yeah, for me, nah. Why punish Trossard? Trossard is doing exactly what I've always said I think he can. He can play that number 9 role very, very well. I've got 0 issues with it whatsoever. I see the ticket prices have gone up again. Yeah, they're gonna. Unfortunately, it's just the way of the world. Everything goes up every year. It's just life, unfortunately. A lot of people got issue with it, and I get it. I do get it. But if you think about it, for every business, everything has gone up as well. Every single cost. The policing's gone up. Suppliers have gone up. Everything's gone up. And yeah, this is. I don't want to turn this into a political stream, but yeah, it's just life, unfortunately. Every club is going to go up. It's just horrible. We used to always get them in Champions League last 16. For me to go to a match, 200 including travel and food, they've priced me out. It is horrible that football clubs do price people out. It's horrendous. I wish there was another way of doing it. I really do. I find it ridiculous. I really do, mate. And yeah, I wish everyone had the chance to go and see Arsenal Football Club. Taremi was on bench for Porto at the weekend. Yeah, he has got a hamstring injury, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be fit enough or not. So we'll wait and see. I'm going for a 2 draw Freak Raya brace. That, Temmie, will give me a blimmin' heart attack. So yeah, I'll write it down. I've written it down 2-2. But yeah, right. For the first time ever, people, I'm doing a challenge live. I do the challenge anyway in normal world, but yeah, I'm going to take part in the challenge now. Now, before I start doing my lineups, I'm just going to say, yeah, 3-0. I've put that down, mate. I've put yours down. I'm going to Greg saying, Jesus. I'll blame Tony, the silver one, for that one. Jesus ain't been Jesus we had before the knee injury. I'd start last. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's a totally different player than he was last season. Brentford to get hammered tonight. Yes, they are playing Man City with Man City's game in hand tonight. So yeah, do check out Dermot. He's doing the watch along for that tonight. Big up to a Monday. Hope you're doing well. Rise and shine. Big up the army. Rise and shine on Monday. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Right, so it's my turn to do the challenge, and I thought if I was going to have to do it, the best way of me doing it is if I just put in the 5 players that I've said to watch. I think that's the fairest way of doing it. So I'm just going to quickly type in the players that I've already said. Oh no, I don't want to put Pepe there. Hang on. Let's turn back to that. Let's put Pepe at right back because I want to get one of our wingers in. So Pepe can play there. Varela, and Eustachio. All right, so there's my 5 Porto players. Okay, so that's the easy pass. I'm just going to put my 5 to watch. It's a lot easier. Right, so now I am going to shock people. I believe a goalkeeper should always be a goalkeeper. So I'm putting Ramsdale in. Ah, damn it, I've realised I've just done. Oh, okay. Tommy S is a doubt, so it's going to have to be Baka. Screwed myself, haven't I? Like Kivior, Gabriella, Saliba, Mr. Martinelli, and to play just behind Nelson. You know what? I'm going to shock some people again. Havertz. Right, so this is my challenge team. I do take part in it, and I can do it a lot quicker than most people for obvious reasons. I've done this for many years. Right, so my team is Ramsdale, Pepe at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Varela, Eustachio, Conceição, Havertz, Martinelli, and Van Nielsen. I am going to have to give myself... You know what? I'm going to give myself a 9 because I think that's pretty solid. Pepe's a good right back. Conceição on the right. Martinelli. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, right. So I am up against 2 Porto people. So let's just quickly take that off and go with the You could give me a 5. Thanks, Guna Greg. Love you. Cedric is, of course, he is. Everyone knows Cedric is the auto foul. I caught clips of Dermot for Wolves game. It was hilarious when Wolves scored. He asked the co-presenter who scored. He says, "I don't know." Good watch along that. I'm going to guess that was Philip, actually. Oh, I love it. Auto foul. Right, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Right. Okay. So the first team was chosen by Pinto. So he's gone with Diogo Costa, White, Vendel, Pepe, and that's a different Pepe, by the way. Gabriel, Varela, Rice, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, Van Nielsen. Jeez, that's better than mine. Okay. All right. Pinto gets a 10. That's a good team, bugger me. Felipe, went Raya, White, Wendell, Pepe, Saliba, Varela, Rice, Saka, Wenderson, Odegaard, Van Nielsen. Ha! 9. Right. So Pinto wins quite easily, to be fair. That was a very good team. Yeah. Well done, Pinto. You have won the challenge. So let's take that off. Give yours an auto foul. Really? Auto foul Ramsdale. Mad. Big up to Tabs. Hope you're doing well, mate. I'll give you a 6, Bobby, for each goal you scored against us. Sorry, mate. Hope you're doing well, though. And Chris has gone for this. Right. So Costa, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sanusi, Rice, Varela, Odegaard, Conceição, Van Nielsen, Trossard. Oh, bugger me, Chris. You've got a 10, mate. There's nothing wrong with that team whatsoever. So well done. So guys, get your predictions in for the game. I have written down as many as I can. Did you put your prediction in, Chris? Did you? I don't know if you did. I'm trying to see all the comments now. No, I didn't see any predictions. My prediction is I can't see it being a 0-0. I just can't see it being a 0-0. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Arsenal. I really do think that. Chris Welch is going for a 3-1. Alternative prediction is a 3-0 to Arsenal. Excellent stuff, Tammy. Guys, I'm going to wrap that up now. I will be back with the watch along tomorrow night, starting at 8 o'clock kickoff. So I will be back on Wednesday. Appreciate all the love. If you're watching this back, please do put your predictions in. Also, give me your teams as well. I love seeing people's teams. It's always interesting to see different people's opinions because that's what being a football fan is all about, different opinions. So, guys, I will see you on Wednesday. There will be a reaction probably on Thursday. Let's be honest. It's a late game. So I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.